is the What Are We Doing podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 117. We've been doing it for 117 weeks. It's been way more than that because we've skipped a few, so it's been more like 125 weeks, and it feels like an eternal hell, but that's besides the point. So listen, we're back at it again this week, and I'm not doing the glasses, okay? I decided this week to not do the sunglasses. We've been doing that for a while now, and I thought, boy, well, you know what? You look pretty freaking adorable with the black rimmed blue light glasses on. So I'm wearing this to protect my eyes this week, so hopefully, I don't know, we stop getting comments like this one. Dude, I mean, it's kind of insufferable at this point. It's a wonder I still do this podcast because of the comments we get. And what's interesting is it never freaking stops. This guy said, Chunky Cheese Monkey 99. Hey, get a better screen name. You know what I mean? Chunky Cheese Monkey 99. He said, I have no clue who you are, but you both look and sound insufferable. And if that doesn't put a frickin' smile on your face every morning when you wake up, every morning when I wake up, I check all my YouTube comments, and that's how I start my day every single time. You know what I mean? It's such a good it's like a workout for my brain. I laugh, I'm emotional, I cry. It's so good to know that just by merely interacting with 15 seconds, that comment was on a 15-second short, a 15-second YouTube video. A 15 seconds is all it took. Let's wait. Let's see how long 15 seconds actually is. Ready? Go.
Shout out to Levi.
What are you doing,
What
step
are you doing in my swamp?
All right, that was 15 seconds, right? So, you know what I mean? That's not a long time. Sorry about all the buttons. That was from like season 1. I haven't updated the buttons on the mixer in so long I didn't know which was which. Some of the embarrassing ones went off. I apologize to anyone watching who was offended, but I needed to pass the time so it wasn't dead air silence for that full 15 seconds. And now here we are back at it. So it took this person only 15 seconds to fully determine that I both look and sound insufferable, and that they probably want nothing to do with me as a human being. And if, something tragic were to happen, like in the next few minutes, they wouldn't care. They just, Cheese Doodle Monkey 69 wouldn't care. And it's a little upsetting to know that. It's a little upsetting to go through life. Like later I gotta go get ready. I've got a business lunch. Then we're gonna try to do a little bit of in-person guerrilla marketing, real life in business development. Maybe if time allows for it. We've got some work to do. Okay, first. And so I've got a full planned day. But if it was up to Gorilla Cheese Monkey 99, then it wouldn't be a good day for anyone. So here we are. We're talking about, of course, we've got to talk about my man Will Smith. He's in the news once again, and honestly, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy because every time. Here's what seems to be happening. Every time someone else has taken over the news cycle as far as celebrity or like a Kardashian or a charity or a wildfire or a war or whatever else happens within the realm of the United States society, the Smith family does everything in their power to get their names back in the virality mix of it all. Sometimes it's every 24 to 72 hours. Sometimes they let it go a few weeks. Sometimes we get a hiatus of 3 to 6 months. But most of the time, it's every few weeks. They just decide to drop little nuggets of things here and there. You know what I mean? Last month, it was Jada's book and the marriage bombshell and Will Smith not responding. And, you know, like we all like kind of knew that that was the case to begin with. And it's just the issue with the Smith family is it's just we're not surprised at this point. And like now we are just going above and beyond, right? We're just going above and beyond the normal realm of the Smith family, right? We can't just be viral because we did a really good movie or we released a really good song or Jada Smith did something really good with her charity or something, or like, you know, we can't go viral for those reasons. We have to be over the top and just make it major 1,000% all the time, even though the meter only goes to 100. And so whether that be slapping Chris at the Grammys, dropping a tell-all book, rekindling the, you know, the relationship with Tupac, and, you know, it's just like, then now here we are with the best friend / assistant on the Tasha K podcast. Now, for those of you who are unaware like me, Tasha K has a history, okay? She's currently in or just got done with or is sort of still working on, I don't know what the current situation is, but she got sued by Cardi B because she did this shit to Cardi B like a few months ago or last year, sometime recently, of course. And so she said like Cardi B, I don't know, either that she had like an STD or I think she was doing like some weird stuff with like beer bottles on the stage back in her stripper days. So Tasha K made some allegations toward Cardi B. And guess what? Not true. And so Cardi B took her to court for defamation because you can take someone to court for defamation when they say things that are not true about you. So when I say Carlos has blue hair, he could theoretically take me to court because he doesn't have blue hair. And if that in any way has burned his character or he lost his day job or his podcast got kicked off of YouTube because I'm out here spreading the word Carlos has blue hair and he's lost his custody, he's lost his house, he's lost his car, his life, he's now homeless. He literally has nothing left because I said he has blue hair. That's when you can take someone to court for defamation. Not anything else. That's the exact definition. No matter what you hear on Judge Jerry or Mr. Brown or whatever court shows you be watching on daytime television, guess what? Those aren't real and they embellish things. So Tasha K has a history. I think she might even be involved with R. Kelly in some way. So, you know, it's just, listen, it's not good news all around. Like, why, if you were trying to legitimize the claims that you are making, going on the Tasha K podcast, not the right decision. You know, like if you're trying to make some claims about a prominent African-American man in this country, such, you know, like Will Smith or like, you know, Barack Obama, you go on Tucker Carlson, okay? You leak this shit with a verified source, someone from the news, someone who's never lied to us, someone who has always told the truth, just like Tucker does. You know what I mean? So, like, what you probably shouldn't have done, first mistake, Tasha K. Like, we should not trust anything that comes out of her mouth, let alone her trust in this person should just be, like, taken with a grain of salt to begin with. So that's red flag number one. Red flag number two is what actually starts to come out of this man's mouth. Let's take a listen to the accusations. This man, he's apparently, his name, I don't want to butcher the last name. You guys heard it on Recap and Record this week. If you haven't heard the recap of F-Boy Island, episode 6, go check it out, Recap and Record podcast. You heard Carlos called me out like he always does every season. I butcher everyone's names. When I'm DJing, I only do last names when they absolutely matter. Everyone else is a first name because I can't do last names. His name is Brother Bilaal. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call him Brother because that's his name, not for any other reason. I'm calling him Brother. Got it? Good. Let's watch the video.
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that
Not everybody.
validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can.
When he woke up this morning, okay, I'm trying to imagine what was running through this man's head. When he woke up this morning, and, he probably got a shower, probably shaved up a little bit, probably a little shave, but, whatever. He put on that heinous shirt. He decided to put that shirt on. He knew exactly what he was going to talk about today. And I guess what I don't understand is a few things. I have a few questions. One, why does the size of Will Smith's penis, what does that have to do with anything? What does the size of the man's private parts have to do with basically, let's think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 19, nothing. What does that have to do with anything? Why do we bring that up? 2, that's fine. So question number 1, you don't have to answer. It's a little rhetorical, but I kind of want answers. Maybe let me know. So red flag number 2, the analogies. Do we have to use the analogies? Okay, listen, a baby leg, bro. Could we not for 1 minute think of anything else? An eggplant. Let me think. I'm struggling here. A light pole. An extra large cup. Like, can we not, like, can we say horse? Like, I don't know, literally use an animal, a donkey, any word that we could think to use to describe. And we've also now brought Tupac into it as well, right? Let's not forget that. He doesn't say his name in this weird segment, but like we're now comparing apples to oranges once again, and we've decided to use the term baby leg and pinky toe. And it just, okay.
Buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg.
He's done it again! He says it. He keeps saying it. Listen to me. If he says it one more time, the bit's over. I swear I won't play it again. If he says it one more time, I can't. He said, you can buy her 80 cars, you can buy her 80 private jets, but if she wants that leg, she wants that. Listen to me. Listen, this is why. Can we talk for a minute? This is like, why is this, if you're trying to bring someone's entire billion-dollar empire down, if you're trying to bring down the likelihood of like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, like Will Smith, like these guys, like he's not just like, we're not just talking about actors here. These people have production companies, they have deals, they have employees, they have warehouses, they have studios, they have movies that are coming out. Like it's a whole cognitive machine. You are trying to destroy, a multi-million-dollar machine, and you don't even have the passcode to get into the front door. And so your best defense is, the leg, and they've got the picture with her and him. Oh my God, this poor man. Can we stop? Can we leave Will Smith alone? Will Smith is one of the most non-conservatorship celebrities I've ever seen. If you're telling me, if you would have told me that there was a free Will Smith campaign, I mean, there should be. We should be shouting that. We should have taken all that. Listen, I'm saying it right now. We should have taken all those efforts that we put into Britney, and we should have put them right towards the whole Will Smith conservatorship that Jada Pinkett Smith's got, like, just locked up in the wall safe in her penthouse suite. Like, it's honestly, we should have focused all of our attention on Will, because as soon as, listen, I can't, she's not, the whole knife dancing routine, it's not good. The book, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. All I'm saying is, maybe we should have focused a little more on Will, and now we're just burying the man even deeper. And we're going to get some theoretical, I might respond, I'm probably not going to TikTok video from him after this. Like, it's just, oh, it's sad. It's real. Can we get this guy out of here? Like, it's not, do we believe? Here we go.
You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your pictures in the book and your name is in the book. So
I know a guy just like this. I get it now. Okay, I know a guy just like this. Okay, he's the same type of guy. I guarantee you the guy I know will 100% be on Tasha's K's podcast talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce in about 2 minutes. This is the type of guy, brother, is the type of guy who just wants to, right, he's in the background. He has no idea. Like, he's only ever met Will Smith once or twice, maybe. And, like, he's just the guy who's in charge of, like, the Instagram that Will Smith's production company hires for, like, the lighting on the set of the movies. This guy runs the Instagram for the lighting company. Like, that's how directly connected he is to, like, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the Will Smith family. I know a guy just like this. Okay, this is hilarious. Nothing this man is saying is true. Okay, good to know. Nothing he's saying that comes out of his mouth is true. But apparently, he slithered his way in fast enough. I guess he's in the book. He's in the book. He's in the book. He's in the book. The guy I know, oh my God, he's probably, I guarantee you, he's probably sitting in the bathtub right now claiming he's in Beyonce's next book. I guarantee you, oh my goodness, what a fun joyride. We know people like this. People like this can't be trusted. People like this can't be worked with. They always say they're going to do something and then they never do it. And then as soon as you give them their 2 seconds of the spotlight, they absorb every ounce of it, just like this video. Just like it. I heard I was in the book. Your picture's in the book. Your name's in the book. You know what I mean? You're my dog. I got you. You definitely mentioned just one time out of the 370 pages in the book, your name's mentioned one time, and that's probably the part that most people skipped over. So that's the kind of guy you are.
It's like you're doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up.
I love that. I love that.
You up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say no, they probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them.
Okay, so for what though? But for what? Like, why? The reasoning that, so Will Smith and Jada are just paying for all of their employees to go to rehab, even if they don't have a drug or alcohol problem. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So what? Like they can use that against them? Is that supposed to be a form of, are we supposed to believe that that's a form of blackmail? Like what kind of drugs is he on? Because he says they didn't do this when he came in, but now with the new people, this whole rehab rule is what they do now. So I want to know what kind of drugs you're on, brother, sir. Like it's very interesting. He's claiming that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett make their employees, and but most of their employees, by the way, I'm pretty sure 90% of Will Smith's production company is like his whole family. Like his entire, like his uncle is the CEO of the one company, his cousin runs the other one, his son has the water, the daughter does this, the Jada owns that. Like the whole family owns everything. So they're sending their family members, they're healthy, non-drug addict. Like I can't imagine unless they're just hiring all drug. Now, if they wanted to give Uncle Jimmy a second chance, if they wanted to give Cousin Ed a second chance and be like, look, man, I've got this job for you. You're going to be a custodian at the production studio. You're going to come in 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You're going to get health care. You're going to get paid this much. You're going to clean up. You're going to do this. You're going to do X, Y, and Z every day, and then you get to go home. That's going to be your job. I'm going to hold you down. You good? Right? We're going to keep you out of prison, right? Okay, good. And so, you know what I mean? But here's the stipulation. You can't we're going to pay you for the next 6 months, but those 6 months you got to spend in rehab, and we're going to pay for that too. We send you to rehab, then you start working like if that was the situation, that makes sense. Like why not? Like, Mr. White drops Jesse off at, rehab. He gets him better. He visits him. He makes sure he's okay. The plane crashes. Everyone's all right. He gets out. Jesse changes his life. He turns it around and he figures it out and he becomes, a good guy in the end. And so it's like, that makes a lot of sense. We've seen that story over and over again. So like, again, the claims, like talking about the man's penis was weird, but we're still gonna, okay. So now we've got the small, we've got the unsatisfying first. Then we've got Will Smith locks up all of his friends and family and employees in rehab. And now we've got...
You want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Duane Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Duane down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. And I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like I'm trying to find this is unlike him. Right?
Where's Will?
Right? So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Oh my God.
Let me process that for a second.
Yep, let's do that too. Let's all just take a second. Should we take another 15? Should we take another 15 seconds? Here, I'll hit a button. What's this button do? Okay, here we go. Let's rock out to this, and then we'll come back after we process that information that we just learned about Will Smith. My heart's racing. It's heavy. I don't know. Let's see what evidence he has to back it up.
It was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Murder. Killing him. Murder in there. He said it was a murder scene. He's said he was bent over the couch and was anal sex. The words. Oh, the language. Oh, YouTube and Spotify are going to flag us for this one, dude. Listen, well, here's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking good. You know why? Listen, this whole thing, so for those of you who don't know, this whole thing, the reason why he's on the podcast, the reason why he's here, the reason why we're talking about it is because this was to promote his book. The book is called Will Smith Demonic Circle. The YouTube channel has 142 subscribers, and this video was posted an entire month ago, and it's got about 1,500 views. Now, I know I'm no king when it comes to view count, but, you know, if this was the evidence or the portfolio that he used to get onto the Tasha K show, I mean, what's up, babe? I'll come on and talk shit. Like, get me on the Tasha K show. I'll get on the Tasha K show. I'll go talk shit on Los. I'll talk all this shit on Los. I'll talk about I got all the behind the scenes secrets. I record with him almost every week. I spend so much time with that man. I've got all the dirty stuff on him. I'll drop it all. I'm not going to say anything here. Not on this spot. I'm going to wait for Tasha K. I'm going to go to Tasha K and I'm going to leak some shit about the 280 Plus podcast. You heard it here first. Look out for that episode, because if all you need is 142 subscribers, we've got more than that. And 1,000 views, we've got more than that. Then sign me up, babe. Tasha K, when you're done the next lawsuit, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn this way down just in case we decide we're going to get flagged for this music. I don't know. We might get flagged for the other stuff. I'll figure it out later. But here's the trailer. This is the trailer for the book by Brother B. Brother B presents. And it's like, why? Okay. Will Smith, the demonic circle, dude. Hey, why does every Christian who makes a book surrounding the topic of the devil need to also have visuals of the complete and utter destruction of earth and society and the smoke and the fire and like this? We're supposed to imagine that this is hell and this is the reality and this is the world that Will Smith and his entire circle of people are living in, because he, a long time ago, made a deal with the devil, probably around the same time Tupac died, was around the same time this happened. And now Brother B is here to expose all with his brand new book, who clearly he had trouble finding a publisher for, because, I mean, well, you probably have more than 1,000. I don't know. It's weird. So, okay. So we've got the demonic circle, the Smith family's darkest secrets, moral turpitude. Ah! He made him Darth Maul. He made Will Smith Darth Maul. He made Will Smith Darth Maul. He made him Darth Maul. He made him Darth Maul. He made Will Smith Darth Maul. Where's Paul? Paul's busy. He's at a meeting. I can't call him right now, but he made Will Smith Darth Maul. We incorporated Star Wars into the book release trailer. We incorporated Star Wars from the book release trailer. Oh, no, he made him Darth Maul. Moral turpitude. Oh, wow. Okay, this guy, Brother B, is on another level. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to see where all this goes. Oh, I love it. Moral aptitude. What else we got? Oh, there he is with the guy. Criminal enablers. Oh, there he is with the cultural vulture. Oh, Scientology. Nah. financial corruption with a random Jewish guy that's probably his accountant, sociopaths, all of the adjectives, narcissistic, sexual predators. You can't get worse than the Smith families, Will Smith, and the demonic circle. Look at this, man. Look at this. Oh, and look, let's read the description. By the way, you know this man has zero funding for the book because A, nothing in it's true. B, look at it. C, we've only got 1,000 views. B, all we can get is Tasha K. And D, I don't even know what letter I'm on. Look at the grammar. Listen, I can't spell. Thanks to AI, I'm doing a lot better. But grammar and spelling, we all know, isn't my strong suit. But let's take a look at this screen grab right from the official video from Brother B. Let's go ahead and read that sentence. Brother B was Will Smith assistant. Okay, there's something wrong there. English teachers, help me out. Brother B was Will Smith assistant for several years and friend of almost 4 decades. And for the first time ever, here some of the most socking details revealed from within. Socking, not shocking, socking, because these details about the Smith family will sock you right in the freaking baby arm of a dick. You know what I mean? Brother B's done it again. The book comes out December 6th, so just in time for the holidays, dude. I don't know. We might have to get a copy. Should we get a copy for the podcast? I think we should. I'm going to talk to some people about it. If we can get together the funds to get this book, we might be first in line at Barnes & Noble's. If it's there, we might just have to go to the website. He's probably got a website. Yeah, we'll probably have to get it directly. It's probably going to be on Amazon, right? Anyone can sell it on Amazon. So, I mean, wow. Talk about a book promotion. And so if the podcast and the clip and all the information he dropped there is to be believed, I'm sure that the book will come with its own line of juicy details and other things that he witnessed and saw with his time on tour with Will Smith and getting him out of the dressing room when he should have been ready to go on set 13 minutes ago. Where's Will? Oh, he's in. Oh, okay. He was murdering him. He was in there just murdering. Like, can you stop? Can we not? Can we not with this? Truly, no one believes this, right? Like, and of course, we've got a response. Of course, you know, Jada can't keep her mouth shut for more than 5 minutes. So, of course, you know, we've got a few words from her.
Anything you want to say?
We suing, babe. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Of course they are. It's defamation. If Cardi B had the intelligence to sue this woman and the podcast and the people on it and defamation, and I'm pretty sure Cardi B won, the Smith family definitely is. And guess what? The Smith family's lawyer fees are probably a lot more than Cardi B's lawyers. Cardi B's lawyers are definitely expensive, but the Smith families are probably probably 3 to 4 to maybe 5 times as much. So, you know what I mean? Listen, I guess it's been a thing, right? It's the celebrities, it's Hollywood. There's a long list of celebrity men who are married, who have had this same rumor, this same best friend walk in on them and another man and someone else, or, you know what I mean? This has been like rumors in the industry for a while, right? Duane Martin and Will Smith, there's nothing new about this. I mean, look at the picture. I mean, the picture, honestly, if we're being honest, if it did, let's look at the flip side, right? This whole time we've been on the defense, let's go to the flip side. If this does end up being one of the most true things we've ever heard, they make a great couple. Will and Duane certainly make a better looking couple. I'd rather see them on the red carpet than him and dumbass Jada. I'd rather see all of this than go in Will's favor. Hey, this is your comeback story, bro. This is it. Will, listen up. If you want to come back from the whole Chris Rock slap, if you want to be forgiven 100% for the slap, this is what you need to do. You need to get ahead of this. If this is true, by all means, get ahead of it and come out now. Get ahead of it, come out now, and I guarantee you there's going to be nothing more viral than Duane or whatever man Will Smith ends up with going on the Kelly Clarkson show and just hyping him up, being like, yeah, me and Will have known each other for a long time. You know, it just, all the stuff he was going through was toxic. And I love Will. He's a talented actor. He's great. He's actually doing the best he's ever done right now that everything's out in the open and clean. And we really love the direction. He's working on new music. He's got new movies coming next year. And we're just really excited. We're happy. We just got the new house. I'm sure, as you saw, TMZ reported. You know what I mean? So we're really looking forward to the future, Will and I. And that's what we want. That's what we want to see. Honestly, that's what you should do. If any of this, maybe not the whole like aggressiveness of what this guy goes home, like what Brother B is like dreaming about at night, you know, this is clearly Brother B's like deep, dark fantasy secret that like he keeps down and like he has dreams about like almost every other night. He like wakes up in a panic because, he walks in and boom, there's Duane and Will on the couch again. And like, it's just, this is what he feels like now is his reality. But all I'm saying is, if we want to get past everything that's happened in the last few years, if you want to get away from Jada, if you want to get away from Red Table Talk, if you want to get away from the Tupac, the married, the not married situation, all of that negative, toxic energy that's over here, babe, get ahead of it now. Come out with you're either single, ready to mingle, or like you and Duane was an old thing, or announce the relationship. Let's put it on the red carpet. Let's put it in a movie. Let's get him his first Will Smith. Let's get him a gay scene in a movie next year. And I guarantee you, Will Smith is the celebrity we all talk about next year. All I'm saying, if it's true, that's how you come back from the slap. That's how you come back from the slap. And I mean, honestly, I think it's great. I think it's a great idea and you should run with it. And if you need someone for like on your PR team or like you need a new assistant, because obviously Brother B's probably out of a job at this point. You know what I'm saying? So if you need someone to fill in for Brother B, Will, I'm available. I can set this whole thing up. Listen, I'm talking, we're going to get your Netflix deal back. We're going to get your Sony deal back. We're going to get Spotify going again. We're going to get all the talk shows talking about the new 2024 Will Smith. And I'm here for it. If it's true, you know what I mean? And listen, I spent the whole first half of the episode saying this guy was a crazy idiot and we shouldn't believe a thing he said. So take it with a grain of salt. We'll see what happens. That's just my advice on both sides of the topic. And, you know, speaking of love, speaking of the people and doing things for the people that you love the most, love comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. We've talked about it a little bit on this podcast. I've told the story of Megs and I. We've known each other for like our whole lives, essentially, like 12, 13 years old. Like we've been together pretty much for ever now, and it's pretty much going to continue to go that way, you know, unless a meteor hits the planet, whatever the situation may be. But you know, so love is we see it in so many different ways. Some people do the apps, you know what I mean? I go to weddings all the time, and a majority, a very high percentage of the couples that we do weddings for on a weekly basis have met on dating apps. And then past that, the majority of those same people will include that fact in their prenuptials during the ceremony. Whether it's their vows or whether the officiant says it, everyone is always quick to mention the fact that, you know, Jessica and her husband David met on Bumble or Tinder or Grindr or whatever app it was. We've heard literally all of them. We've been to a wedding where someone has mentioned every significant dating app during the ceremony into the microphone at some point in time. That is not, I'm not capping on that. I have people to prove it, and I've probably got some of the audio recorded to prove it as well. So don't push me, dude. So love comes in all shapes and sizes. You know what I mean? Some people meet online, in person, at a cafe, at work, in high school, in college. You know what I mean? Some people go on reality TV, and even that, reality TV is such a wild, wild west of a ball game, because you have everything from so serious like The Bachelor all the way down the pipeline to like the Love Islands and like the MILF Manors and the crazy ridiculous ones and like 90 Day Fiance and Married at First Sight and The Ultimatum and the Love is Blind and the twist and the games and the different bits that they put on the twist of finding love. And then we get into like, you know, the F-Boy Islands and the other ones. And there's so many ways for someone to find the person that they're meant to be with forever on this planet, right? Whether that happens naturally or it's forced or it just happens or whatever the situation may be, rearrange. Some people have arranged marriages. You know what I mean? Love comes in all shapes and sizes. And some people express their love, you know what I mean, with like, you know, hugs. Like Megs is a hugger. I'm not. Probably why we get along. Some of my friends are, and those of them who are receive hugs from me. My family members, some of them do, some of them don't. It depends on where I rank you in my life. If I hug you, that means I rank you higher. If I don't, that means I rank you lower. And guess what? Those ranks change. So if I hug you one week, I might not want to hug you the next week, and vice versa. And some people who are at the top have been at the bottom. Some people at the bottom have made their way to the top, and they get hugs all the time. Some people are grandfathered in and get hugs all the time, right? But naturally, new people and most of my friends and people that like are acquaintances or whatever, I'm not really a hugger in that aspect. Even like my family and loved ones, I'm not that big of a hugger, but I'm working on it, okay? And so some people are physical, some people are emotional, some people send cute long text messages, some people get flowers every Monday, some people get flowers every month, some people buy gifts, some people get chocolate, some people write poetry for the people they love. There's so many ways that people express their love. And so for some people like Adam 22 and Lena, his wife, they express their love by having sex, and not only with each other, very rarely, by the way, very rarely with each other, but not only with each other, but with usually the addition of one or two other people. Now, they do this via their podcast. A lot of people don't know about Plug Talk, so I'm going to let you in on the little secret. Plug Talk is a podcast just like this one. Not quite like this one, but just like this one, where every week they interview a female artist. Now, this female artist just so happens to put most of her art and use most of her talents on the website OnlyFans. And so most of her talents are spent there, if you catch my drift. Then, after Plug Talk is done recording the podcast, Adam and his wife Lena go to the back room with the guests that they just interviewed. They all get naked and they have a threesome and they have sex and they film it and they put it on the OnlyFans accounts. So for the adults listening and the children with their ears covered, now you know exactly what the Plug Talk podcast is. It's just like this one, except after I'm done recording, no one's having sex. There's no one to interview. No one's up here banging. We don't have an OnlyFans account. And pretty much everything that happens after the podcast, is different compared to mine. So it's quite the opposite, actually. So they interview the model and then they have sex with her, right? And so for the whole relationship, it has just been Adam, his wife, and one other girl. And it's either of his choosing or her choosing. They don't really care. As long as Adam and Lena are both in the room, that's just how their relationship works. You can kind of call it open, but not really, because I don't think they're into like doing it on their own. I think it just has to be a business only kind of thing, and or Adam just needs to be watching or in the room participating, right? Let's be honest, it's a dominance, it's a control thing. He's I mean, and most men would say he's winning. I'm not, but like most men would, right? So it's kind of crazy. So they get married. And as a wedding gift, right? This all happened this year. They get married. As a wedding gift to his now new wife, Lena, Adam goes and finds the biggest and, for just sake of the word, biggest, blackest porn star that he could find, and he lets his wife have sex with this man. And, you know, if you know where to find it, you can see the video if you want, if you're into that kind of stuff, for the adults still listening. And so now they want to do it again, except Adam wants in on the action. And what better way to find the man for their very first boy-girl threesome as a married couple than to film, edit, produce, and upload to YouTube their very own reality dating TV show called For the Love of Lena. And honestly, I mean, it's smart from a business standpoint, but hey guys, what are we doing, right? Like, let's just let that sink in for a minute. We're doing a lot of deep processing on this episode, to the point where we've got one really weird marriage over here with Jada and Will, and we've got another really weird marriage over here with Adam and Lena. And it's the episode of marriages. You know what I mean? I think it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate for what I do and most of the stuff that we talk about on a daily basis. So, For the Love of Lena, the first episode premiered, and I have a few questions, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an answer. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an answer as to of why these things are happening. So, of course, for the format of Adam and Lena's show, they of course pretty much have just copy and pasted what every other, dating reality TV show has done. And basically we get an introduction of all of the contestants, the 10 men who are competing for Adam's wife. Essentially, the title of number one is 10 men compete for my wife. And so it's very clear to all these men going in that the prize is a threesome with Adam and his wife and the man they choose. And they're going to film it. It's going to be on Plug Talk. It's going to be on their OnlyFans. It's going to be a thing. They're going to make money off of it. That's the whole point of the whole thing. These two don't have sex with anyone unless there's money involved. Unless they're making money on their OnlyFans, they're getting a bag from a production company, they're getting money from YouTube like this, or whatever the situation is, they're not doing anything with anyone else unless there's money attached. So, best believe that's why we're here. So, we're not going to go through the whole 25-minute episode, but there's a few people we need to talk about. And the first one is Crip Mac. And you heard that right. His name is Crip Mac. And this man, I'll let you be the judge. Here we go.
What's cracking with everybody out there? It's Crip Mac. I'm here. Let you know I'm trying to win Lena's heart over so I can bust her coochie in the asshole like she wants and treat her how she needs to get treated. I'm gonna fight anybody over her. Hey, Lena, you're mine. Quit playing, dude. I'm a crap.
Listen, what's he wants to do? Coach her asshole. He wants to bust her open and treat her like she's meant to be treated. Crip Mac is not here to play. He is serious. He is ready to fight anyone who gets in his way. And his goal in life now is to no longer survive. He could care less about food, water, his health, his vehicle, his car. He has nothing to his name. He has sold all of his possessions, his clothing, everything that he owns is now on his body, primarily because he spent all of his money on the face tattoos. But this man is here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to be the nastiest person he can be on a bed that cost more than anything he owns that he just had to sell with Lena. And if he has to fight anyone to get there, he'll do it. I mean, this man is down to business. I mean, honestly, it looks like Crip Mac just got done talking to Tasha K about Will Smith and his gay tendencies, but that's besides the point. Welcome, Crip Mac. His shirt says Mactastic. What's it say? It says Mactastic. His shirt says Mactastic. I need it. I need a Mactastic shirt. If you can buy a I'm going to go, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to buy myself a shirt. And if you can't, I will find a font for free and I'll have Megs whip up the cricket and I'll have a Mactastic shirt by next episode. By God. Oh, I want a Mactastic shirt so bad. Not because of Big Crip Mac. No. Nothing to do with him, but because I just love Big Macs from McDonald's, and I would love a shirt that just says Mactastic so that people can be like, wow, he eats a lot of McDonald's.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Oh my God, look out.
You, Adam, you with the fighting baby snap, Sally.
What?
I don't have a rose, but I want to bust that coochie in the asshole. You want to get it down?
No.
Get it down.
Wait, no. This is like a mutual thing. Like we're
No. I want to bust her coochie in the so we're going to get you out of the situation.
Right, but the whole idea is that we're going to do it together. Yeah. No, why are you leaving?
He's got an Atlanta Falcons tattoo right on his cheek. And first of all, Crip Mac just wants to get down to business. He is here, like I just said, he is here for one reason and one reason only. And as soon as we get up them stairs, he doesn't have a rose. He wants to bust open that coochie and asshole, and he wants to fight Adam. And he's getting him out of the picture as soon as possible. Crip Mac doesn't understand the rules of the competition, which is probably why his time on the show is going to be short-lived. He's viral, so I'd imagine that Adam and Lena are probably going to keep him around for as long as possible, because if any show, let alone the ones on television, if any show, it's a reality TV show for a married couple's threesome partner on YouTube that would put someone on the show on purpose just for views and ratings and likes and So Mactastic comes in heated and just, he wants to bust open that coochie and arsehole. And I almost expected him to push Adam off the balcony. I thought we almost lost Adam 22. I thought Mactastic almost killed Adam 22. I thought it almost happened. And he wants to get straight to business. He's ready to go to the bedroom, and he doesn't even give her a hug. He doesn't even want to hug the girl he's trying to have sex with. You know what I mean?
You didn't even give me a hug.
Oh, I want a hug.
Ooh, that
Oh, God damn.
Can I have a hug too?
No,
Wow, okay, I don't know.
Why is he leaving? He didn't even tell us his name.
First meeting grab is a lot for me.
That was so overwhelming.
Lena's best feature is her I want to eat it, and I want to her in her.
You know what? Honestly, I gotta. If I had to say the same thing, listen, that whole last statement though, it's honestly, I think something a lot of men, I'm going to clip it. It's something I think a lot of men would say to their significant other. You know what I mean? Like,
Lena's best feature is her I want to eat it, and I want to her in her.
you know what I mean? It's like, I would kind of say the same thing about Megs. I would say the same thing about Megs. Her best feature is her butt. And, I kind of want to I kind of want to do stuff to it. So listen, Mactastic, every time words come out of Mactastic's mouth, I'm more and more a fan. I was a little frightened at the beginning. I was a little scared. The whole crypt call kind of scared me a little bit, but now I'm on board. Now I get it. Now I fully understand what this man is about. And so there's one more. The next guy who comes in the door, this one, I don't know if it was a bit. I don't know if someone didn't know what they were doing. I don't know if he did. I don't know if they did. These are the answers I need answered. But this man, we've definitely seen before.
Number 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
My name is Chudlis, and I'm here to find love.
You telling me this guy does porn?
Why does he have tap shoes? Hi.
Hi. I wanted to give you this rose.
What's your name?
My name is Cheb, or Chudlis. Here you go.
Thank you. I like your outfit.
Thank you. I wore my tap dancing shoes because I wanted to do a little tap.
So Shirley shows up. Chad shows up. We know this guy. He's a YouTuber, dude. He is a YouTuber. He does this every day. He has 2.36 million subscribers on YouTube. This is his bit. If you honestly think that this man showed up to have a threesome with Adam and Lena wearing overalls and a bow tie and tap shoes, how hilarious. Spoiler alert, so you don't actually have to watch the full first episode, because why would you? He's the first to go home. Unfortunately, we lose shirt. So it's Crit Man. Listen, I don't know if he was there as a bit. I don't know if maybe he probably applied seriously and then turned it into a bit. And by God, I hope he uses it for something, because I mean, this man, I mean, this is where you know him from. I mean, it's clearly, I mean, it's hilarious. The man is clearly a comedian. Like it's kind of insane how actually funny he is.
Oh, yes. This is great. It's a great day off. No, dude!
Sup, little beach?
Dude, life's a beach and you're here, dude? Dude, life's a bitch now, dog.
I'm here to F up.
It doesn't get better than that. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. We've watched this. This video has 4.8 million views, and we've watched it 0.8 million of them. Like, it's insane. He's hilarious. I love that he has infiltrated the love for Lena, No Jumper, Adam 22 dating reality show where this man is searching for another man to have sex with himself and his wife. And now, of course, they made it very clear in this episode that Adam isn't engaging in any of, the sexual activities with the other man. It will all be just a kind of, whatever situation with them and her, So listen, I don't know how any of that stuff works. I can barely handle my own fiance's big juicy bubble butt on a daily / weekly basis. So let alone anyone else's at the same time. So I'm not about it. Neither is she, but these two are. And I can't wait for next week when I bring you another update from episode 2 of Love for Lena, the threesome podcast / YouTube show / reality dating / love show, reality sexual sex show that Adam 22 and Lena the Plug are doing in contingent with whatever else they do on Plug Talk and their OnlyFans page. So it's kind of crazy that this is the society that we live in, right? Like, where else are we going from here? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's end this episode with a little bit of positive. If you are going to Thanksgiving this year with the family, here are some tips to make it extra, extra, extra fun. Here are some fun things to do to mess with your aunts and your cousins and your relatives and your parents and anyone else who's there that's annoying you. So for one, this one's only going to cost you a few dollars. Go down to the local drugstore. If you have a Rite Aid in your town, they're most likely going out of business, so you might find one on the clearance shelf. Get an eye patch. It's only going to cost $5 to $10. You're going to be a little dizzy afterwards because your depth of view, whatever, your depth perception is going to be off from wearing an eye patch for a little bit. So just be careful around the corners. But wear an eye patch, and when people ask you what happened, just give vague answers. Like when they're like, "Dude, what the fuck? What's going, Levi? Why are you wearing? What's wrong with your eye? Why do you have an eye patch on?" Your answer to that is, "You weren't there, okay? You weren't there after the accident. I texted you, I called you, and you weren't there, and I really just don't want to talk about it right now." That's your answer, right? When someone asks you why you're wearing the eye patch, you say, "Kathy was there. Cousin Eddie was there. You weren't there. The patch, I'm too emotional. The doctor said I'll probably lose my eye if I cry, and now I'm fucking crying. Thanks a lot. And so then, right, whenever you're done with the vagueness of the eye patch, then when dinner starts, as soon as dinner starts, before you're even past the mashed potatoes, before you're even past the green beans, you just set an alarm on your phone, right? When everyone's getting ready to sit down, they're like, "Dinner's ready, everyone sit down." And you see at least half the table sit down. Put an alarm. Make an alarm on your phone for 45 seconds, a minute and a half, right? Give yourself plenty of time to come up with some fun things. And then when the alarm goes off, you make it the same sound. Make it the same sound as your call. Make it the same sound that someone be like, "Oh shit, someone's calling me." Take the call, go outside of the house, find the nearest window to the dining room table. If you can, obviously, make sure they can hear you, or go to another room, or go somewhere not at the dining room. Take the fake call. We're doing a little fake business. You're going to do a little fake business at Thanksgiving this year, okay? The phone's going to ring, your alarm's going to, shit, it's Paul. He's calling me. It's probably, the server's probably down on Thanksgiving. This happens it's probably a Black Friday sale. One of our e-commerce clients, their server's probably down with all the traffic they're getting from all the sales. Our clients are $1 million clients. It's probably them calling the server company. I got to take this. And then you go to somewhere where they can hear you, and you start shouting obscenities. You start shouting obscenities. Did I say that right? You start shouting crazy things, and you incorporate some of their names into it. "Well, I don't care what he's doing. He's not getting another penny. I already told Aunt Cheryl she's not coming. And if Kathy tries to fight me when I go back inside," and then you pause, and you have to really sell this now. You need to do a fake business / fake personal call where you yell, you say things like, "The monkey's not getting the banana." And you say things like, "We're all from the coconut tree, Paul, okay? We all fall from the coconut tree, and you're not falling too far from where your fucking father fell out of the goddamn tree. So if you don't get your act together, I'm going to have to go inside and tell everybody I got to go, and that the freaking turkey was poisoned and they probably shouldn't eat it." You come up with the most ridiculous things, and you make sure they can hear you. So when you go back to sit down at the table for Thanksgiving with everyone just hearing bits and pieces, maybe a little bit, whatever you wanted them to hear, however ridiculous and however you want to spin it, you sit back down at that table, and when they ask you, "Hey, what the fuck, what the hell is going on? Where are you? Is everything okay? Are you all good?" You just be like, "Oh yeah, that was my friend Kelly. She just wanted to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and just wanted to say hi real quick." And then you pass the mashed potatoes like nothing happened. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving, and you spend it doing whatever the hell that you want to do this year. Listen, you don't have to go to your family's Thanksgiving. Cancel them. You don't have to go. If you don't want to go to, I haven't been to a family Thanksgiving in 4 years. I'm going this year reluctantly, just to, be a nice guy, but it's fine. It is what it is. But whatever the situation may be, If you don't want to go, don't go, babe. Stay home, order Chinese food, do it, sit on the couch, watch Netflix, watch football all day alone in your apartment if you want. You're not obligated to go to the family Thanksgiving. But if you do, like I am, we're going to have a great time. And it's going to be so much fun. So have fun, everybody. Enjoy the turkey. Enjoy the stuffing. Let me know what your crazy Thanksgiving concoctions are. We'll be back for another episode on Black Friday to recap all of the shenanigans. The main reason I'm going to family Thanksgiving this year is so I have enough material for the podcast next Friday. It's insane. I can't wait to see what gifts Sandy Dunkel brings. I can't wait to see what topics she brings up. I can't wait to see how many beers my stepdad drinks. I can't wait to see how many inappropriate things he says. I can't wait for family Thanksgiving. I'm going to be on my phone taking notes, writing everything down. I might have a recorder on me just recording 24/7 throughout the house. It may or may not be a live stream Thanksgiving by the time we're done with it. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the ham. Enjoy the turkey. I'll see you guys next week for episode 118. My name's Levi McCurdy. This has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next week. This is the What Are We Doing podcast.